She's nice to everybody. She doesn't walk around taking her clothes off and showing her ass.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. I'll be your host here, Chuck, and we are about to react to Dan from the network Outkick on YouTube. This guy has a phenomenal show, and I like the fact that he's very, very raw and honest. He goes in on a Kaylin Clark take, and I want you guys to listen. Make sure you guys get in here, subscribe to the YouTube channel, thumbs up, like the video. Let's go.
One of the best rookies or one of the best players or the, without question, best player on the Indiana Fever. You're just simply pandering to something, whether you're pandering to your race, whether you're pandering to your personal relationships. That's just what you're doing. And good for
now, guys, just to catch you up, Dan here is pretty much going in on the Kaylin Clark hate. He's talking about how Cheryl Swoops and all of these people across the WNBA, these bitter women, these bitter former WNBA players, are too jealous, and they're not even hiding it, of Kaylin Clark. Okay, guys? We all know this is same song on repeat because they seem to really love to hate on Kaylin Clark. So this soliloquy he's going on is pretty much aiming at that. He's obviously a huge Kaylin Clark fan. And I have heard of this show called Outkick. I've heard this. I've seen it in reports, and I've actually covered articles that that are referenced from this show. So it's good to put a face with a name. Maybe I'm late to the party. I've been on a rock or something. But this guy is very raw, and it seems like he's unapologetic about his takes. Now let's keep going.
Dave Smith for calling it out. Really good. Because he's right. You just lose credibility. Now. Here's the deal. Kaylin Clark has put food on all of our tables. I mean, go look at the YouTube of mine and look at the highest numbers, basically, other than Barkley or Dan Patrick.
Now, he's not lying, guys. I hate to keep interrupting, but every point this guy is making, I'm sorry, I just got to echo. Kaylin Clark is just good. People want to hear what and how we feel about Kaylin Clark. And I think it's even more impressive when people see the different types of people come out and support her, and even those in the black community. Okay, the reason I like this guy's podcast is because he's raw, and I'm raw too. And sometimes you just have to be thoroughly honest. You got to get a little uncomfortable, but this is the truth. Kaylin Clark is must-watch TV. I've tried it, guys. Trust me, I've tried it. You can cover Angel Reese. You can cover any other woman in the WNBA. The world just shows you that no one's interested in them. And that's the crazy part. Like, people are always saying, like, I'm so tired of y'all talking about Kaylin Clark videos. Well, if we talk about somebody that you want us to talk about, then it's a pointless video. I'm just being honest. And if any of you guys out there think I'm lying, go type in the people that support Angel Reese. We'll just leave it right there, okay? Go type in Angel Reese on YouTube and just look at the ratings. Go type in Kaylin Clark. Look at the ratings. In fact, I just found a page called the Clark Report. You got the Bleach Report, right, which covers all sports. Bleach Report has a something called a Clark Report, where it's specifically tailored to where it's specifically tailored to Kaylin Clark. I don't see that for Angel Reese. So that just goes to show you what the media in the world seems to want to hear, good or bad. People just want to hear the bad things about Kaylin Clark, just like they want to hear the good things. And people just want to hear things just so they can comment. At the end of the day, it's the Kaylin Clark effect is what I'm getting at.
Because Kaylin Clark is, for some reason, I don't know the reason, that interesting. In fact, I have been asking folks, why is this so interesting? Explain it to me, Lucy. Explain it to me. Why is this woman so interesting? What about her makes it interesting? You know, she doesn't walk around taking her clothes off and showing her ass. She doesn't do any of that. She's nice to everybody. She seems to go by that old golden rule, treat others as you would like to be treated. And yet maybe, just maybe, it's so odd that somebody actually does that in that position that we immediately are attracted to them. Look at the Olympic team, those clowns on the United States men's Olympic team, those self-important bazillionaires going in and out of practice, with everybody standing there over in Paris wanting just to touch them, say hello. Only Steph Curry did I see walk over and sign autographs for anybody. Kaylin Clark.
Now, guys, I could tell you he's probably about to say Kaylin Clark always signs autographs. But he just said something that really stuck out because I've often coined the term America's new sweetheart. I mean, you got the Taylor Swifts. Obviously, you know, America always has picks and chooses its sweetheart. You had Justin Bieber. You had Britney Spears back in the day. So many American sweethearts. And I just think that what really makes Kaylin Clark special, this is what I believe. I believe what really makes Kaylin Clark special is the fact that she is original. Now, what do I mean by original? Just original. Original sells in a time and era that we live in where it's so much chaos. It's so much chaos going on around us, whether it's political, whether it's within different communities, this gender, this color, that color. And you have this person with all this power. Kaylin Clark is like a superhero with all this power who genuinely uses it the right way. She genuinely uses it the right way. You see her take her bumps and bruises, get back up, not be too confrontational, getting hip check, get up, not be confrontational, very competitive. She's a little chippy on the court. Post game, well, you know, that's cool. I'm rooting for everybody, even the women that treat her like shit. Okay, Kaylin Clark uses that to her advantage because I believe deep down, Kaylin Clark probably does want to be ugly. She probably wants to retaliate. But whoever is advising her at this point, I'm convinced that Jesus Christ is the person advising Kaylin Clark because she refuses to go back at a lot of these angry, bitter, jealous, racist people. I'm just gonna call it like it is, right? I mean, and that's what's working in her favor. She's just simply original. That is pretty much what works in her favor. She is original. She's a sweetheart. America's sweetheart is what I'm saying. Like, and that sells. It makes all the sense in the world to me, at least. And every time I look at her, it's the class, it's the way she carries herself, and all of the crazy things that are going on in the world right now. It's just like she brings some type of calmness, and I can get behind that. I can respect that because everybody's zigging and she zag. Everybody's zagging and she zigs, and it works.
The nines, as they say in the news. So anyway, keep beefing, keep getting podcast clicks, keep hitting our YouTube page, because until this is over, and I don't know if it's going to end after this year, I have no idea. But until this year is over, Kaylin Clark's going to get us all PHAT. Fat. That's
this dude is a trip. But yeah, guys, this was something very interesting to me. But I do have a question. I do wonder how long will this go on? Like, seriously, do you guys think that there will ever be a point where Kaylin Clark will be in the WNBA and it'll all be peaches and cream? And what do I mean by that? Like, you see Asia Wilson and you see all of these other WNBA players who still are chippy and play competitively at a high level, but they don't go through a lot of scrutiny and hate. And I'm wondering, will Kaylin Clark, get to that point, But I must admit, I do like the drama. You know what I'm saying? I like to see the hate because she's succeeding. She's successful. Hopefully she has a sustainable playoff run because I'm going to be here to cover it. So you guys tell me what you think. Thank you guys for watching today. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thumbs up. Like the video, guys. And I will see you in the next one. Peace. Yeah.